As Joe Biden is weathering the storm, the media hysteria around his debate performance, his age, and his brain, one person that we really need to be watching is Kamala Harris, because she has the most to gain from President Biden stepping down. But in a speech today, she absolutely made it crystal clear she will do everything in her power to help him fight against Donald Trump and Vladimir Putin.
We simply know we cannot count on Donald Trump to help keep America and Americans safe, not here at home and not on the world stage. And yes, I am also talking then about national security. This week, our president, Joe Biden, is hosting more than 30 global leaders in Washington, D.C. for the NATO summit. Now, NATO is the greatest military alliance the world has ever known. And thanks to our president, Joe Biden, if there is one single person who deserves credit in the world for strengthening NATO, making it stronger, making it more united and more effective, that is Joe Biden. That is Joe Biden. And having made it more effective, then together with our allies around the globe, we are standing up to the dictator Putin. All to ensure America is strong and Americans are safe. On the other hand, do watch, because it's not new. On the other hand, watch as Donald Trump has embraced Putin. Watch that. It's not just happening today, it's been happening. As Trump, threatened to abandon NATO and encouraged Putin to invade our allies. He even said Russia can, and I'm going to quote him now, and forgive the use of the word, but he said, quote, Russia can, quote, do whatever the hell they want. And he wants to be the President of the United States? And understand, as Trump bows down to dictators, he makes America weak. And that is disqualifying for someone who wants to be commander-in-chief of the United States of America. That is disqualifying.
Now, Kamala Harris fully supporting President Biden right now, with all of the pundits talking about him stepping aside, really says a lot about Kamala and Joe Biden, especially President Biden, because Kamala Harris is someone who is the closest to Joe Biden right now. And if she isn't worried about Joe, then why is anyone else worried about Joe? Especially since, like I said at the beginning of this video, that she is the person that would benefit the most from him stepping down, because she would then run up against Donald Trump and demolish him in the general election, like pretty much anyone can these days. Americans are so sick of Donald Trump, how he handled COVID, how he handled being president, how he made the United States a laughingstock around the world. We have restored respect for the country with Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, and we're going to continue doing that for the next 4 years. And I mean, it's looking like 12 years, because Kamala is going to be a fantastic president in 2028. And her having President Biden's back in the storm that he's in right now speaks so much to her character, that she isn't going to stab Joe in the back for her own political gain, that she has his back through this, that she supports him through this, that she understands the role of the vice president, and that Joe Biden is the president and he deserves to have Kamala supporting him in this general election. I mean, it also speaks to just how good of an executive Joe Biden is, that he went with Kamala, that he chose a person of such caliber and such quality. It also speaks to how good of a position the Democratic Party is in right now, because what Joe Biden stepping aside would create is chaos. And that's what Donald Trump loves, because as soon as he stepped on the scene in 2016, 2015, the Republican Party was exposed. All of the cracks were exposed. And it was chaos ever since then. And one thing Democrats don't like is chaos. We like to plan. We like to follow systems that are put in place to help protect our democracy and the hundreds of millions of us in it. So this idea that Joe Biden is going to step aside and, hey, it's just, you got 4 months and let's just throw everything at the wall and see what sticks. That's not how the Democratic Party works. It goes back to the days of Barack Obama saying, hey, look, I'm not going to go too high. I'm not going to go too low. I'm going to try to be steady, right? Steady the ship. Nancy Pelosi pushing back against Donald Trump, but steadying the ship in the Democratic Party's protection of our democracy. And President Biden, I think how he's handled the media hysteria around his debate performance and his age has been masterful. He has given speech after speech in which he is totally in command. He just finished a speech on the Ukraine compact, which was amazing. Standing with the NATO leaders behind him and Ukraine's Vladimir Zelensky at his side. He's doing fantastic. If anything, this reminds us that President Biden is the person who we want behind the desk for another 4 years. So I would love to hear your reflections, your thoughts on Kamala and what you think the future is with her and possibly the presidency, because everything I see from her says that she is going to make a fantastic first female president. Thanks for watching. My name is Brendan Plank with Reflect. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you get my videos in your inbox. I'll see you in the next one.